So, as has been discussed, we started a Dynasty on NCAA 13 on the Xbox 360. But I kept saying to myself, boy, college football revamped based on NCAA 14's out there, and that is what we have jumped to. We are continuing the same idea of what we had going on NCAA 13. We will be using Boston College. We will only be recruiting players from the New England area and Canada. But, yeah, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. And look at that. They already have White Fat Rock available. Our favorite coach. Our favorite coach. The one and the only Mr. White Fat Rock. I wouldn't have another coach. I wouldn't. White Fat Rock is the only coach for me. There we go. Extra large. Nope. Okay, it's got to be medium. Oh, God, no. Large. In charge. Oh, no. Give me White Fat Rock back. Give him back, Tommy. Hello. There we go. There's the face. There's the face. Yeah, it'll be guys being dudes, you know? There we go. Gotta have him rock the suit. Gotta have him rock the glasses like a villain. His alma mater is gonna be Boston College. We could have it be the U, but yeah, White Fat Rock. All of that's good to go, because whatever. We'll adjust that on the fly. So, in terms of setting things up now, again, custom teams are technically a thing. I'd love to make the University of Maine, but at the same time, the arena and all that. Good thing is we don't have to edit the conferences this time. That's going to be set up. Set coach default level or starting level. We will put it on a 1 level progression rate normal. Like, we'll just start off with our coach being garbage, apparently. I don't know. I've never played 14 to that level, so I guess we're going to go with the 1. Auto-generate names will be a no. That way, of course, the rosters are fully updated. That is the file that we wanted, which is beautiful. Gameplay options. We'll put it on All-American to start. Injuries are fine. Fatigue fine. 5 minute quarters. That's fine. Play clock. Game speed. All well and good. The minimum speed threshold will be dropped as per usual, because that slider is awful. And it makes slow people as fast people. And that's dumb. But we're ready to go. So again, I do not have nearly as much experience on 14 as I do 13. I know the scouting's much more kind of simple and to the point. But we'll see what happens. And again, the cool thing about Revamped, obviously, is like all the logos are updated. Like, it's cool as shit. But for the challenge that we have going on, and for the fact that, shout out to the Baker and Tymo show, for the fact that Tymo already had the thumbnail made up for me, we are still going to use Boston College. And we will sign the contract and hopefully not get shit canned. Also, there's the coaching tree, which I've never had any experience with. Offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, recruiting. Recruiting is the most important thing. Open 1 locked recruit per season. You have an knack for discovering some of the best talents. Increased scouting efficiency allows you to uncover 25% of a true. Let's go for the scouting boost, because that sounds good. I would like the scouting boost. And we also have the upgrade available for our offensive coordinator, which will be the blocking boost. Your defensive players gain +1 block shedding. Defensive players gain power move, finesse move. Defensive players increase the stamina. Let's go with the charge boost. And over here, we have injury resistance or carrying, and we'll boost the carrying because we don't want no fumbles. Thank you. Now the big question is, would you like to keep? Yes, I would. Thank you. So here we are. It's beautiful. And again, pretty much exactly what we're used to. Which is nice. We don't have to worry about too much there. Team management-wise, obviously our team is just our team. Same thing as last time. We got to leave it the same. But shout out to Tyler Vrabel, which is a name I love to see as a Patriots fan. And again, these rosters are accurate. This is the most recent update to Revamped, which is awesome. So in terms of all positions, now granted, I am not the biggest college football fan in the world. Like, you know, it's just not as big of a thing in the Northeast, admittedly, as it is elsewhere. But yeah, I mean, for those who really care about college football, I mean, here you go. This is your jam right here. This is your jam. All I know is that the legend, Stetson Bennett is in the game, and it's great. What a name, man. Stetson. So everything there is good. So we are ready. In terms of recruiting tutorial, I'm not worried. We're just going to go for it, and if I make mistakes, I make mistakes. But we will set up our board. And we, instead of creating our own prospects for this season, we'll just rename people later on. I kind of want to get into it, you know? Because if I create you guys now and then I don't get you, then it's like, oh shit, you're off somewhere else. So once people are on the team, I'll look to potentially rename people. Unless the name of the prospects that we get are awesome, in which case, too goddamn bad. All right, so pipeline states, recruiting strategy, all that appears to be the same. I do want to go into recruiting strategy and turn off assistance. No assistance necessary. And we will go to all prospects rather than the Spark. And let's see what we got. There's actually a 5. Oh my god, yes. The second ranked prospect in the nation, Mike Diggs, is interested in coming here. He's from Needham. Okay, Hawks, thank you for the bits. The second ranked prospect in the nation is interested in coming here. This could be a hell of a start. Canada. Ooh, we got a Canadian who's already interested. So we have Brandon Martin out of Calgary. For a little bit more Calgary disappointment, we'll target him. There's Brent Harper, also out of Calgary. And a 3-star defensive end out of Barrie, Ontario, Jacob Underwood. And then there's also Damian Clemens from Saskatoon. We'll see. We'll see. 2 stars might be a bit too low. So the first state on our list is Connecticut. Holy shit. Dude, they're already all interested. This is beautiful. So we have Paul Lawrence out of Southwood Acres. Lamont Brooks out of Central Manchester, I believe it is. And then 3-star Charles Wilson out of Bethel. Bristol, Connecticut's Ronnie Hogan. Brandon Daniels out of Darien, Connecticut. And we have a 2-star fullback, Brian Ewing, who is available. But again, we'll hold off on 2 stars for now. We are only allowed to add 35 players. Good old Maine. Skowhegan's Anthony Scruggs. Fucking Skowhegan. Robert Dixon of Millinocket. Holy shit. I didn't think Millinocket would be in here. That is way north. That's essentially Canada. Lewis Stewart out of Brunswick. And Holton's Ed Newton. Holton's also way the fuck up there in the state of Maine. Only 4 players from Maine. Massachusetts. 4 players. There's only 4 players? No wonder why there's a 5-star. But we do have Mike Diggs. We have Mike Kirk out of Cambridge. And Lee Love of Weymouth. And 2-star Pat McIntosh of Newton. Okay. What about New Hampshire? Only 2 stars. Jeremy Smith, BJ Muhammad, Calvin Armstrong, Stephen Phillips. Next up, we want Rhode Island with Devin Davis of Greenville and Bobby Miller of Kingston. This is awesome that we got so many players interested here. And then Vermont, 3 stars. Greg Harris out of Milton and Montpelier's Clifton Rawls. What a name, Clifton Rawls. So those are the players that we have available to us. Again, every Canadian is added. We will go back to the top with Connecticut. Connecticut has a lot of players. Interesting. We'll add Ewing because he's already interested. I'm going to run through this a couple of times. We'll go back to Maine. We'll add Newton to the board. We'll go back to Massachusetts and add McIntosh. Let's go back to New Hampshire and add the punter and this wide receiver who's already interested. Rhode Island, we will add this other punter who's already interested. We still got 10 spots left. Vermont, the 2-star running back. We might be able to add the vast majority of people. It really is just kind of Connecticut that puts it into contention. But let's see, if we add the remaining 2 stars from Connecticut, we might end up in 1-star territory. Again, we got all the people from Maine, Massachusetts. New Hampshire, let's add the 2-star Jeremy Smith. Rhode Island, let's add Matthew Barrett, East Providence. Vermont, we'll add running back Chris Bennett. And yeah, now we can add the rest of the people from Connecticut, right? They were the only place that had 1-stars that we hadn't added yet, if I'm not mistaken. Just double checking that. Shout out to Gerald Gunn, but he's from New Jersey. Actually, this 1-star Stephen Phillips out of Berlin, New Hampshire. Okay. Back to Connecticut. We will add the final 4 dudes. If there are 4 dudes, there's only 2. Alright, so let's get those last 2 in there. Again, Maine and Massachusetts, we're good to go. New Hampshire, we got the 1-star guard. We might actually only have 35 people to add here. And let's get that last guy in from Vermont. No, we only have 34 people to add. Wow, so there's only 34 prospects we can get this year. Okay. That's our list. So we start off a little bit short in terms of who we can add in. Fair enough. I will let the AI kind of just auto-scout them. Or not. You know what? Let's talk to them. Let's talk to them then. Let's handle this on our own. So needless to say... Actually, no, yeah, that's right. We do gotta let the AI handle that. Never mind. I was thinking of a different feature there. So that's good to go. In terms of our current roster, with redshirting players, Jurovich is already redshirted. I guess redshirting's already handled. So, I mean, quarterback-wise, we have Dennis Grossel and Emmett Moorhead. Running back-wise, let's redshirt Xavier Coleman, Maple Shade, New Jersey. Wide receivers, holy shit. These bottom 3 will redshirt. We'll keep that good wide receiver in there. You can scout them from the top section. See, that's what I thought, but I don't think the AI scouts 40 and 14. All right, cool. We'll go back. Let's carry 6 wideouts just to play it safe. Can't scratch any tight ends. We'll keep the extra center. Left edge. We want to keep everybody there. Actually, we could afford to scratch 1 dude. It will be Donovan, a name I can't pronounce. He is already redshirted on the year, so we'll keep them. Outside linebackers. We'll take out Bryce Steele. So we have 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll take out Okpala. Middle linebackers were good. Corners. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So Jalen Cheek and Jalon Williams will take out. Safeties, we can't redshirt anybody. Fair enough. That's the redshirting taken care of. And then in terms of the schedule, I don't really plan on playing too much in Season 1. Again, very similar to how we handled it the start on 13. I don't really care if we do well or not. Honestly, I'm just going to leave the schedule as it was generated. I don't care how we do this year. I'm not going to play. I don't really care until we actually, you know, get set up and do what we have to do once this team is actually ours. So this is the scouting, the recruitment, and again, certainly not as good as it is in 13, let's be honest. 13's recruitment is a million times better. And it's not even close. It's not even close. God, do I care about reordering the board here? Not really. So there's 1 quarterback on the board. And in terms of our options, we can filter by state if need be. Can I outright filter preseason rank only? Damn it. Alright. Well, shit, man. Again, I'm gonna have to get used to this. Oh, right when you look at 13, it's again, man. If this had 13 scouting, this would be amazing. But this is just so similar to Madden. Coach per state, so then for Brandon Martin, I am not allowed to outright hit scout from there, apparently. But we are in the lead for that guy. Cool beans. So then let's go quarterback-wise. And will it allow me to hit the scout? There we go. All right, so scouting. 25% for 50 points. Let's do it. Cool beans. Again, it's just so simplistic compared to what we have otherwise. What I do want to make sure that we do is in terms of the athlete as well. The 5-star Mike Diggs. He is so important. He's down 2 points so far. Go ahead and scout out the other athletes. No change on Martin. Scruggs was up by 2, which isn't that bad. The release. The release is decent. Everything else not so much, but only 25%, so we can't sit there and worry too much. Let's scout up. I mean, we already scouted out Brandon Daniels. Running back wise. You know, we'll base this off of the star level stuff. For Mr. Martin. Let's go ahead and scout him out. Shout out to D. Smitty for the follow, by the way. One thing I hate that I gotta bounce back and forth to see if someone's a 4-star or a 3-star. We'll focus on the 3 stars. So Mr. Harper, scout you out. Down 2 points so far. Jacob Underwood, also a 3-star. Barry Ontario stays at a 61 through 25%. Clemens is a 2-star. Bonus factor, proximity to home, so that'll help out quite a bit. Paul Lawrence, 4 stars. Down by an overall point so far. Lamont Brooks, up by 1. Not bad. 3-star Charlie Wilson. Stays the same. Make sure to use your charm. Yeah, I can't just abuse certain things that I could abuse on 13. So we'll see how this works out. Again, Scruggs, we've already used our first bit of scouting. Robert Dixon, up by 1 so far. Louis Stewart, up by 1 so far, so we got 400 points left. Kirk, up by 1, 92 acceleration, if that's going to be true. Alex, what's up? We need NCAA back on PlayStation. I agree. Well, that said, normally, like I said, NCAA 13 and 14 still suffice, although granted, again, 13 is much, much cheaper. Honestly, let's just burn through these points. I find this almost to be more tedious than 13, even though 13 is so much more in-depth. So much more in-depth. To the start of the season we go. We'll see where we're at in terms of the early interest. Wish their team was on PS4. I mean, from somebody who, yeah, Alex, I mean, same. I mean, literally my copy of 13 is, no, well, that was my copy of 2K10. I mean, literally, yeah, my copy of 13 is right here. It's a beautiful game. The recruitment is so much more, interesting. I'm gonna go with interesting, because it really is, but at the same time, I respect the work that they've put in for Revamped here. Like, it's nuts. It's absolutely crazy. All right. Sorry, just let me check something on the Twitter. All right, we're good. So, God, FCS East, week 1. Again, we're not going to worry about this season. I don't really want to worry about it until we have people that are on our team that we care about. So for now, into the recruitment. We have our 34 targets on the season. They're the only 34 targets we will have this year. God, here. So again, bonus point-wise, all right, so we're already at the point where we can offer scholarships, which is good. We have the extra scouting points as well. We are going to have to take a look to see where we are at. Okay. So, first and foremost... Oh, good for you! First and foremost, shout out to Mr. Debonair for that follow. Welcome. Projected locked cutoff. Oh, shit. So, for Brandon Martin... we're in a bit of trouble. I am 560 points back already because Alabama's interested. 4-star athlete out of Calgary. Without the ability to spam promises to get back into the conversation, I don't know if we can catch up for this guy. You know? I don't think we can catch up. I don't think the scholar is, I mean, we could offer the scholarship. I just don't know if that's going to help enough, you know? Like, it's just so much more simplistic and to the point. Alright, he's a 4-star prospect and one of the rare few. We might as well go for the scholarship offer and just see what happens and see if that can get us back into the conversation. So that'll be our first 50 points. We're gonna go for it. We might, if he wasn't a 4-star, I wouldn't. And then Anthony Scruggs as well. We are probably boned too, but we might as well see if we can close the gap. It's only 50 points. And then Mike Diggs, who is the most important guy, number 2 in the nation. We are definitely within reach for him, but we have to compete with Notre Dame and Alabama, which is a problem. We are above the projected cutoff, though. So we will offer the scholarship here to Mr. Diggs. Yeah, again, Warrior, this is why I was hesitant to switch over to a game based on 14, because again, it's so simplistic. It's like modern Madden before that scouting update this year. So let's see, Mr. Daniels, you're apparently below the cutoff, but again, I don't mind offering scholarships to basically everybody just to get it out there, and then we'll fight. So that's our deal right now. I mean, again, these are the only guys that we can recruit as it is. This is it. These are our 34 guys from the New England region plus Canada. These are the only guys we can recruit. So why not send out scholarship offers and then worry about scouting? Like, it's literally all we can do. Offer these scholarships. It won't take up that many points. And then we'll work on actually scouting out these guys. Because really, it's just a matter of, okay, cool, the scholarships are there, and then we just hope for the best. Like, you know, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if scouting will actually, like, increase our extra points for them. I think it does. But compared to 13, there is not nearly as much that we can do to make a fight here. So... Alright, there we go. So we got all our scholarships out. That's only 1,700 points. Let's get some scouting done. And we will take a further look here at Mr. Brandon Daniels. 55%. Still looking at about a 60 overall, which is kind of rough. Running back wise, and actually I want to go athletes first, because again, these guys are the most important ones for us. I had a different idea. Prioritize the scouting for those that we know are actually interested. Like, if we're below the line on someone, we won't immediately scout them. So we'll take a look at Brent Harper. He is down an overall point at a 70. Let's see, we're above the cutoff for Paul Lawrence. He's still a 74 that we know of. Let's take a look at Lamont Brooks. Still a 75, potentially 90 acceleration, which is pretty nice. We are in first for Charlie O. Wilson. No change to the overall. And the big question is whether or not I should be focusing the scouting on guys that we're super far behind on. And that is potentially the case, but at the same time, I want to make sure we're in the running for the guys that we have a realistic shot at. That is definitely going to be a problem. Oof.
Oh, we're doing this again.
Shout out to Goat. 8 months on the primer. Goat, thank you. How are you tonight, buddy? Let's see, Brian Ewing, the fullback. He's down to a 63. Let's see, Pat McIntosh, +3 so far. Not bad. Shout out to this non-copywritten song. Bop and a half. +2 for James Richardson at punter. Let's see. This might be the best song I've ever played on my stream. Alright, looks like we have, oh, there we go. And then Mike Diggs. He's got a little bit more. He's down by 3, but again, still a 5-star recruit. Alright, everybody else now we can focus on. Everybody else. If I haven't scouted you out, I'm going to start sending points your way. Let's start sending points your way. So we use those 5,000. Watch the main channel stuff in a while. Fair. And again, obviously, like, my streaming schedule has been all over the place. All over the place. So we will get this information in there. Am I going to have enough points to scout it? It feels like I have more points than I know what to do with. Where the hell do those extra 5,000 points go? Well, not the extra 5,000, but like, man, there's going to be at least like 1,000 points left over at this point, it feels like. Yeah, we're back at the top of the list. What the hell am I supposed to do? 2,100 points left. I got nowhere to use them. I got nowhere to use them. Looks like I can offer somebody a visit already, but I don't think I can. I don't think we've hit that point yet. We have not. Sure. But, yeah, I mean, that's, as far as I can tell, all we can do. As far as I can tell, that is all we can do. We have no other options but to just sim out the week and see what we're dealing with. And hopefully, maybe, possibly, probably, we make up some ground. Hopefully. So again, we're going to sim this game against FCF East. We're going to pretty much sim out this entire season because, again, we have no attachment to this team. I know it's the real-life BC Eagles team, but we have no attachment to them. We do beat the FCS East squad 31-7. We'll get pooped on later on. Aren't you putting points on the players? I did put points on the players. What are you talking about? Define putting points on the players. I said I was new to 14, dog. Explain. Elaborate. Because there was nothing there aside from, hey, send out an offer. Hey, scout. That was it. That's all that was there. That's all I saw, at least. Shout out to White Fat Rock. Now level 2. Good old White Fat Rock. Crushing it. Beautiful. Recruiting, talking. There's more. There's not, though. There is not, though. Alright, so yeah, see, now we have 1,600 points out of 5,000. Options. Now they all have 0. What do you mean they all... Oh! Ah! I see now. I see. Okay, now I understand the bonus system. Fair enough. There's the min, there's... Okay, I got you. I got you. Alright, so we'll be a little bit behind. We'll be a little bit behind. I got you. I now understand the system. So we set ourselves back a tiny bit. So that's how we fight back. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I now understand. I now understand. Oh my god, we're in the lead for Mike Diggs. How was that possible? Plus we get those bonus points. I'm gonna guess the scholarship helped out a lot. So to be honest, right now, I don't have to give a shit about scouting. For the most part. In terms of what someone's overall is, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Now the question is... we got 5,000 points available. I do think we max out the offer for Diggs. I think if we max out the offer on the 4 stars and then divvy up what's left. I was just trying to think mathematically what I wanted to do in terms of balancing this out. Alright, so yeah, we wasted some points last week. Not all of them, but fair enough. I now understand the system. Like I said, I had barely played 14, so... And I can only think about 13, and how great 13 is. Lamont Brooks, Paul Lawrence, and Brandon Martin. That's 3,000 of our points right there. If we're in the lead for somebody like Brent Harper, I'm going to hold off. Barely in the lead for Underwood. Let's put a little bit of points into Underwood. We're going to have to put a decent amount of points into Damian Clemens to catch up here because Boise State's being a pain in the ass. Put about 100 on him. We're in the lead there. Ronnie Hogan, holy shit. I'll go max offer just to try and make up ground. Same thing for Brandon Daniels. We are way the fuck out on Robert Dixon, but I'll still try. Oh, man. And we're going to be pretty far out here. We're in the lead for you. We're not in the lead for you. This is, this is going to be tough. Clemens probably isn't worth it. Oof, God, Greg Harris is there too. I mean, here's the problem, though. Again, for the guys who probably aren't worth it, we still need to fight for people because these are the only 34 recruits I can possibly bring in. This is it. There's no other players to go back and be like, oh, yeah, well, we can add them to the board now. There's nobody else. This is it. This is it. These are our guys. All right. Well, that's the way we'll go about it. That's going to be a tough fight. That's going to be a tough fight heading into week 2. Wake Forest on the schedule before we get our asses kicked by USC. Don't worry, we already got our asses kicked by Wake Forest. Great. Great. No one's going to be close enough to visit this early on. They were super far off. There's no way we would have made up that much ground. Not a chance. Not a chance. Oh boy. So again, that's part of the reason why I didn't want to give a damn this season, is because, yeah, we are going to get absolutely destroyed. So, yeah, for the 2-star recruits, we're going to have to focus on them too. Again, obviously we put our max points into our big-time players, but still. USC is the 9th ranked team in the nation. They're 2-0. We're going to get just torched, which is okay. It is what it is. So here we go. Let's see where we are at in terms of reordering. Press A to reorder. See, I don't want to do that. I don't want to reorder my list. It's going to be so slow. Let's take all the points off of everybody here, though, and see where we are at. I don't believe I can sort the way I want to by default. Oh boy, take off all the points. There we go. We are in the lead for Diggs, though, which is great. Sort by. Okay, never mind. We can do that. Sort by. We'll go sort by overall, which is good. So that we know of. Sort by lead and by deficit. Okay, so we're not getting Greg Harris. We are not overcoming a 1,600 point deficit, are we? We're not overcoming that. I should probably just take him off the list now, because we're not going to be able to put points into him. He gone. He gone. Greg, it would have been nice. Have fun at Minnesota or Purdue. You're out. Jesus. Mike Diggs, though, we're still in first for, which is great. Brandon Martin, we're probably out. Yeah, it's a 1,000-point lead. He's going to Bama. So we won't get the Canadian Brandon Martin either. We are in the lead for Lamont Brooks, which is great. 1,200-point deficit to, I mean, God, I guess he wants to go to Pennsylvania one way or another. We're definitely out on Paul Lawrence. Looks like we're out on Robert Dixon as well. I don't think we can catch up to BYU. 1,000 points? I don't see it. Fuck. Scruggs, we still got a fighting chance against OSU. 1,000 points out on Devin Davis. He gone. Fuck. Have the lead on Mike Kirk. Have the lead for Brent Harper. Have the lead for James Richardson. Have the lead for Ronnie Hogan. Just behind on Armstrong. 700 points back on Lee Love. I'm going to go for him because we get a lot of bonus points because he's a Massachusetts boy. We'll keep him there for now. Not that far out on Louis Stewart. Have the lead on Wilson. We'll still fight for Fuller, even though he's a JUCO. That's or out of JUCO. That's fine. Andrew Parker, we can fight for. Have the lead on Muhammad. Seem to be doing okay for others here. 220 back there. 655 back on Gilmore. Only on 155-point bonus. I got to be honest, I think we're probably out on Andy Gilmore. That's a shame. Let's see, we got Daniels, 90 points out on Dodd. 345 out on Newton. Bennett, 165, 90. And okay. So we are down to 28 recruits. We started with 34. We're down to 28. We obviously have to offer max points on Mike Diggs. We have to. We have to get this guy. It is crucial. And if that projected cutoff is to be believed, holy shit, we're looking okay. So obviously I'd love to scout, but again, these are our only guys, and we're almost, like, there's 28 players, we have 25 scholarships. At this stage, we just offer our top guys the max deal. It's what we do. We need to make sure that we get Diggs. I need to make sure that I get Brooks. Need to make sure that I get Scruggs. 3-star that we're in the lead for with Mike Kirk, we'll use 100 on him. Decent lead for Harper, we'll use like 25 points because we got to get bonus. Same thing, we use like 25 points for Richardson. Use about 100 for Hogan. I'm going to go back and redo these if necessary. Use about 100 on Armstrong. Got to go max points on Lee Love to make up ground. Probably go about 100 points for Stewart. 50 points for Wilson. Max offer for Fuller. Max offer for Parker. Shit. Let's go 100 points for Jeremy Smith. We'll go like 50 points for Muhammad. 100 points for Ewing. I am going to run out of points and have to adjust this. McIntosh, though, we're looking good. We'll do like 10 points on him. We'll do about 25 points on Bobby Miller. Clemens, we are going to be a little bit behind. Underwood, we're in the lead for. Clifton Rawls, a little bit behind. Daniels will do 25 points. 25 points for Dodd. Barnett we need to catch up for. Definitely need to catch up for Newton. 500 might be a bit much. Bennett we need to catch up for. Phillips we're not that far behind on. And Carlos Wilson. I can't quite go max, but there we go, we can do that. We're up to 5,000. I'll take it. I'll take it. And again, hopefully we don't lose too many players off of our board. The good thing is we're going to be able to make really fast progress through the season. So I'm feeling pretty good about where we're at right now.